Hello students, once again welcome to English Literature Classroom. Today I am going to give MCQ of the chapter To Build a Fire written by Jack London. Before starting MCQ, let me tell you something about this story. Come on, let's start. An unnamed protagonist planned to travel across the Yukon territory in temperature 75 degree below zero, though initially estimated at 50 degrees below zero. The man was a newcomer to this land. He was without imagination. He was traveling on foot to join his companions at an old mining camp on a distant fork of Henderson Creek. He estimated his arrival time to be 6 o'clock in the evening. The man's only companion in Yukon wilderness was a dog, a big native husky. The man encountered several traps on his ways. He was well aware that there are dangerous water springs that never freeze and run under the snow. He used his intelligence and alertness to avoid these traps. The man sat down on a snow covered log to eat his lunch. The man ate his lunch and made use of his comfort time to fill his pipe for a smoke. The man had built the fire under the tree whose boughs were laden with snow. The man realized that the old timer on Sulphur Creek was right when he advised that one should only travel with a trail mate in Klondike in this weather. The man then thought of killing that dog and warming his hands in its carcass. In his carcass, but he realized his hands were too numb to kill it. At last, after all vain attempts, the man reigned to his feet. The man died, and once again the dog, since his death, it moved forward in the direction of the camp. Come on, let's now start the MCQ. First question is, what is the reason behind the man's tragic end? First option is cowardice, second option is overconfidence, third option is carelessness, and the last option is none of these. Correct option is overconfidence. Next question is, when did the man realize that it was colder than 50 below zero? First option is when he started eating the lunch. Second option is when the dog started ignoring him. Third option is when WHEN, when he spat and it crackled in the ear. Okay, the third option is little bit typing mistake. Okay, WHEN. Okay, N is not typed. And the last option is none of these. Now, the correct answer is when he spat and it crackled in the ear. Next question is, at what time did the man start his journey? First option is at 8 o'clock, second option is at 9 o'clock, third option is at 10 o'clock, and the last option is none of these. Correct option is at 9 o'clock. Next question is, how was the man using good use of his time? First option is by traveling 4 miles an hour, second option is by traveling 3 miles an hour, next option is by traveling 2 miles an hour, and the last option is none of these. Correct option is by traveling 4 miles an hour. Next question is, what is the term used for the man in the story? First option is a chechakyu, second option is overconfident, third option is introducer, and the last option is none of these. Correct option is a chechakyu. Next question is, what did the man do every time he came on a suspected trap? First option is he trusted the dog, his only companion. Second option is he totally ignored the dog. Third option is he forced the dog to go ahead if it was safe. And the last option is none of these. Correct answer is he forced the dog to go ahead if it was safe. Next question is, who had warned the man against traveling alone in such a condition? First option is his mates. Second option is his dog. Third option is another old timer at Sulphur Creek. And the last option is none of these. It is not written over here. Okay. The correct answer is another old timer at Sulphur Creek. Next question is, in what way was the dog protected against the cold? First option is it did not feel the cold. Second option is it had a thick coat fur. Next option is the man was there to protect it. And the last option is none of these. Correct answer is it had a thick coat of fur. Next question is, what is the breed of the dog which accompanied the man? First option is Alsatian, second option is Wolf, third option is Husky, and the last option is none of these. Correct answer is Husky. Next question is, what is the theme of the story? First option is ignorance of man. Second option is the overconfidence of man. Next option is the conflict between man and nature. And the last option is none of these. The correct option is the conflict between man and nature. Next question is, at what time did the man reach at the fords of the Henderson Creek? First option is at 8 o'clock. Second option is at 9 o'clock. Third option is at 10 o'clock. And the last option is none of these. Correct answer is at 10 o'clock. And my last question is, why could not the man kill the dog? First option is he felt pity. Second option is his hands had grown so numb that they were useless. Next option is it was his pet dog. And the last option is none of these. The correct option is his hands had grown so numb that they were useless. Okay, up to this much. In my next video, I am going to bring something new. Until then, goodbye.